Right. You know what I'm saying?
Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard from ordained minister Marvin.
Social Security number 555-55-5555. Look me up, man. Nah, she gonna get it. She gonna get it eventually.
But your point is valid, though, that Brother Reed said that we had a pre-show. Brother Reed has so much knowledge, is that if it's wrong, it's wrong.
Word.
You know, you can't make it right just because you're making some money off of it.
Exactly.
I mean that's real talk. You know, so we got to be aware of that. Plus, the Europeans, they're the immigrants. You know what I'm saying? The Italians, in history, the Italians got here in the late 1800s. The Italians just got here on this continent, man. Last 150, 175 years. That's in America. You know, most folks, you know, we've been here for a long time. You know, they brought us here on a cruise, so we had cocktails and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And ships were 2-pack, you know, maybe 200 people, 400 sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Then they dropped us off in this beautiful land and told us to work for free, and we loved it. I'm like, come on now. We know it didn't happen like that. All right, but the point is that in some way, we all are immigrants, you know, in some way or form, and for us to just be so, man, hypocritical, man, and say we're going to keep folks out of the country, you know?
Right.
You've already been doing that already.
Exactly.
You only let a selected group of people.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Exactly. Exactly.
See, you can legally, or at least constitutionally, keep people out of the country from any country, pending what they have done,
Yes, sir.
what they are doing, etc., their behavior. But when you try to keep people out of the country based upon where they are from, and some of them
I
have
know.
green cards and it says that's
Yeah.
Because it's like
and you only name 7 of them.
exactly,
7 countries.
and it's taking that, like you said, it's taking a whole area in which you may have some really noble, really good people with really great intentions. You do have, and I mean, that's a slam dunk. You do have good people there.
Yeah.
And for you to say that, oh, you can't come here because you from here, that's just like, that's wrong, man. That's wrong. And it opens the door for people to do that to all kind of different people groups, you know.
Right.
You know, not us only doing it, but people saying, oh, this is what we gonna do to y'all then. And Christians can be a part of that.
Yeah.
Black folks can be a part of that. You know, so it's just wrong. So I'm not with making no money off of it. I'm not with putting no support behind it or nothing like that, because it's just dead wrong, man. Period, man. And he gotta know that. You feel me?
Sure.
So, you know, so it's kind of crazy.
But John mentioned the point. I didn't realize the Justice Department had stopped their appeal.
Yeah, they just get my computer. Yeah, they just I don't. Of course, Trump didn't say anything. I mean, he had a spokesperson, of course.
Well,
He takes the loss. You know, you don't take losses really.
Trump
well.
ain't gonna appeal anything. Hey.
You cut that up, man. You got brother Congress.
Oh, he went with the purple rain. Like, okay, I see
Hey,
what
man.
you did there. I see what you did there. Who's that, Princess? Is that Princess?
No, man,
No,
come
her name
on,
is,
man.
Hey, you
Isabel-
see what I did there?
Isabel Davis, yeah.
Okay.
But I tell you what, I was.
Isabel Davis.
You know, he really can't. I found out about 5 years ago the cat really couldn't sing.
We're gonna
man.
come out of here until we're gonna come out of here
Yeah, but
to Jada's.
Okay, cool. Man, we getting right
But see-
along. I didn't even know who was right there.
But see, I'm one who hopes Trump is successful.
Okay.
I didn't vote for him. I wish he wasn't there.
Right.
But he can't be unsuccessful and the country be successful. That's the point. And I hope that,
Yeah.
so from that point of view, I hope he's successful.
Yep.
You know.
I feel that.
Now, let me tell you the definition of unsuccess.
Right.
If the things he does, you've got half the people in the country protesting.
Then we're gonna get them.
Oh yeah, nah.
That's right. So you can't do it. You gotta be
or
more
if you get the
measured.
airports,
We don't
all the
need
airports
that.
shut down because
Because
people
we're all
know
doing-
that you're wrong,
Nothing
but
to
you
talk
seem
about
to be the
when
only
the
one that
lights
don't
go
know
Right,
it.
the streets full.
Yeah, something wrong with that. Yeah, all day. You're right. Then I agree with you
Oh,
though.
That's some good stuff.
That is.
I give him 2 years.
Give him
I
two.
hope you're wrong.
Oh,
I want
Get it
4
all out there.
I heard that. Pour it out.
and he's not gonna get impeached or anything. You know, he's gonna just. I mean, look what he got. He got 10 to 15 billion. He can go back to. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's gonna
Right,
leave.
right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh,
He cares too much about what people think about him, though. That's one thing I've noticed about him is that
Yeah,
he
yeah.
seemed like somebody who isn't laying in bed at night looking at his Twitter feed.
He does.
And getting upset about what people saying about him, you know. So if you want to get him out of there, all you got to do is kind of troll him online, man. I ain't telling you to do that, but I'm just saying that's the method. That method may work.
There
you
was
know what I'm saying?
there was a recent diagnosis given to him by some psychiatrist, and it was actually a new diagnosis. Never heard of it before. Working in human services, they called it malignant narcissism.
Malignant narcissism. Yeah,
And I think I mentioned that. Yeah,
you know what I'm
yesterday in the
saying.
group. I had never heard that before.
Malignant narcissism.
But basically, we all know what malignancy. I mean, and it's basically it ain't going nowhere. It's going to get worse. But it's not going to get better.
I agree. Yeah, and that type of, I mean, the things he said, let's be honest, if he was a black man, they'll have him in they have him in Cuba. Torture, I'm saying waterboarding them, surfboarding them, all kind of boarding.
And then open up Alcatraz again for him, like, you know what I'm saying? Let's get Alcatraz back open for this dude, man. Put him out there.
Yeah, so we know, man.
But he got something else too, man. They said he got like some a rare like disorder, man. It's like a rare skin disorder, like chronic Cheeto skin syndrome or something like that, man. Chester Cheeto skin syndrome, man. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it's called, man. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, Cheeto skin syndrome.
That's a real thing.
Yeah, it is, man. I didn't know, man.
He's the first of that too.
Yeah.
He was the first one diagnosed with malignant narcissism.
So apparently his wife likes Cheetos though,
Yeah.
so
Uh-oh.
it works out for him.
Ah.
Pause. We're gonna move on from that.
Don't leave that alone.
Move on for that one. So in other news,
30 seconds.
yeah.
30 seconds to the jaded line.
Sorry about that. Yo, it's a lot of sodium though.
Going hot. Going hot.
Man.
My bad, yo. Come back, y'all. Woo!
He says this is the kind of show it's gonna be.
Another tune you might have been sleeping on. Her name is Isabel Davis.
Okay.
It's called Jesus Reigns, and of course you know the melody.
Yes, sir.
You know where that came from.
Yeah, that's
Beautiful
cool.
tune. Somebody else you want to check out because she's got a lot of stuff out there as well. She's an awesome young singer, Isabel Davis.
Nice.
And you might have been sleeping on that, but it's that magical time.
Yeah.
We got Brother Marv coming in with the Jaded Life.
Sure.
Yeah, we're gonna let that beat. Y'all can't hear this beat right now. Can they hear that beat? They can't hear that beat, but we're gonna let that ride out.
You can't hear that beat?
It's a little instrumental. But yeah, check
about
this
that?
out. Oh, there we go. Y'all can't hear it. Sorry about that. Can they hear it? No, they can't do it. Okay. I would freestyle for y'all, but I ain't got my guy with me, man. So, and I need him to feed me adjectives and verbs. But so we back, y'all. It's the Jaded Life. If you don't know about it, we're gonna tell you a little bit about it. That's the Jesus all day, everyday life. You know, the Jaded Life, where we're taking Jesus, the Word of God, as our bar, and we're applying it to every single nook and cranny of our practical lives, right? And so what we're gonna do today is we're gonna kind of talk about like the origins of where the Jaded Life comes from. This segment, the Jaded Life, is where we try and spit a little bit of wisdom so that we can live our lives to some level, some degree of what God created us to live it at. You know, God created us for a certain purpose. He gave us all abilities and talents, and he wanted us to use it for the right reasons. That's for his glory and to the benefit of others and ourselves. And so that's kind of a little bit of background about the Jaded Life, but how the Jaded Life got started. You know, on this show, I have a company, basically it's called Jaded Eternal, and obviously that's Jesus all day, every day, eternal, because Jesus will be number one forever. He's gonna reign in heaven when we all get there one day. And so that's what it's called. So this segment stems from that company, but I'm gonna talk about a little bit about that company for those who might not know. And what it is, it's an apparel line, and my plan is to expand it more to get free downloads, computer wallpapers, artwork that you can hang on your wall. That's all coming down the pipe, but I wanted to kind of give you a little background. If you go to the site, it's www.jadedeternal.com. But if you go there and you see some of the shirts that you can purchase, I wanted to give some background behind why each one of those is there. Okay. And so let's go ahead and go through a few of those that we have up. And the first one is the logo tee, and all that one will say is it'll have the Jaded Eternal logo on there. And so that's pretty self-explanatory. If you want to grab that, just know what it means. It means Jesus all day, every day. That's the life we want to live. So when you look at yourself in the mirror with that logo on you, it's just a reminder of whose you are and what your purpose in this life is. Another one is called the acronym T, and that's spelling it all the way out. What that logo is, it says Jesus all day, every day on that shirt, right? So when people see you, they're gonna know what you about. And when you look at your mirror, you're gonna know what you about too. You're gonna be reminded. You might be having a bad day. You might be having a day where you want to snap on somebody, but when you get that reset, you either look down or you see what you got on. You reminded of, hey, I got to stay in line because there's a greater purpose on my life than what I'm experiencing emotionally or whatever right now. I have one that's called the YSMT. YSM, that's another acronym. It stands for Your Soul Matters. Your soul matters. Y'all see what I did there?
Yeah, I see what
Your
you did.
soul matters. And that's not to discount any other thing out here, because we know we got a lot of movements out here, and we got, most notably, Black Lives Matter, which they really do, and that has its purpose, and it's definitely true. It definitely needs to be said at this time, because there has been some things going on that makes it seem like there has been a devaluation of Black lives in our community. But also, I wanted to give some input from a spiritual level, right? So when you look at that and somebody sees that and they're reading on your shirt, on your chest, your soul matters. And that's kind of letting people know that, hey, our lives here are meaningful. There are things that we're supposed to achieve here. But if you miss the fact that the soul is the most important thing, because it establishes your permanence in God's kingdom. And if you miss that in this life, then you've missed everything. I don't care if you went to every continent on this earth during your life. I don't care if you helped 1 million people out. But if you go here not realizing that your soul matters and you have to account for that in this life, then you really have missed every single thing. So the enemy will want you to think about, hey, this life is everything. Hey, our life matters. And if we don't have what we have here, we have nothing to gain. And we're just going to lose everything. And we'll never experience anything great. That's false. And if the slaves who endured their entire lives in captivity as if they were animals, if they had that viewpoint, they would have never made it. They would have never upheld hope from generation to generation. They would have never succeeded if they didn't understand that their soul matters. And you can do what you do to me here. Yeah. I'm hoping that one day down the line, my people are going to make it out of this bondage. But whatever you do to me here, you will never bury the fact that my soul matters. Yeah. And my soul is what's going to take me and give me my eternal reward. So when you put that on your chest, your soul matters. Hopefully it'll convey to somebody and yourself that, hey, your soul matters. Don't forget about your soul, because whatever happens to you here, God is still going to, he's going to redeem you. He's going to make everything that you went through worthwhile. So your soul matters. There's another one that I'm reworking right now, and this was for the young ladies. It was called the DOF. I'm big on acronyms. DOF, it said discernment on fleek. Now, if you aren't from the new school, you may be like, what is fleek? But fleek, if you say something's on fleek, that means it's on point, you know. Okay. It's right where it need to be at. You feel me? It's polished up. It's shining like that. So discernment on fleek, and it was for the young ladies, right? Because all I want them to understand is that your power's in your purity, you know. Your power's in your purity. And not only that, the power's in the knowledge of the word of God and the knowledge of how important you are in God's eyes, right? And once you notice that about yourself and you realize how sacred you are in the entirety of your being, once you realize that, it's hard for any young man to play you. All right. Or it's hard for a man to play you when you are discerning and you're totally in tune with the value that God has placed upon you. And once you see how much of a treasure you are and your discernment's on fleek, you begin to see foolishness from a mile away. Right. You know, and you're able to put that red light up when somebody think they're about to come and play you because you become unplayable. Yeah, that's a trademark.
All right.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. And so the next one is the Indiana Praisers T. You know, we from Indiana. We're here in Indianapolis.
That's my favorite.
Hey, right on. I appreciate that. So the Pacers, you know, we got the logo for the Pacers, and then we're in a technological era where people have a cell phone, an iPad, and emojis are big, right? Emojis are big. So if you've ever used emojis, you got one that they got both hands up, they praising, right? Yeah. They got the hands up like that. And so basically it's an infusion of the P with the hands in there, and it's called the Indiana Praisers. And so basically you can wear that to the Pacers game to rep two divisions, you know. You can rep a division down here on earth and you can rep a higher one, right? Yeah. And that's the God that we serve. And it's just a few more, y'all. One of them is simple. It says no hate. You know how you got the I love New York type thing. Right. Well, it says N-O, and then the O is also one of the cross in it. So no, and then it says H8. So no hate, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a way to put that out. Another one is just the praying hands. You've seen these on a lot of your homies' tats. You know, they got the hands on there right there. They might have the little pearls in there or something like that, the rosary. But that's just to remind you of praying without ceasing. And then there's one that's blood bought. We know that we're blood bought. We know that that's the very power of our entire being, of our everlasting souls. Without that blood, we don't really have a relationship with God. And we don't have a eternal life that is going to be desirable. So we're blood bought, we're purchased with the blood of Jesus, and that's all that shirt says. Yeah. And then the last one that I'll touch on, if you look at it, it says SRVNT. Anybody catch that?
Servant.
Servant. We talking about the Jesus all day, everyday life. Those who walked with Jesus had a time where they wondered who would be the greatest among them. They're like, who's going to be the greatest among us? They worried about their greatness, you know. And I bet I could just see their faces and their hearts drop when Jesus told them what it meant to be the greatest. It's like, here in the world, being the greatest means you bring the attention to yourself, and people, they exalt you everywhere you go. But in God's eyes, who are really the only eyes that matter, being a servant is the highest level of greatness. Yeah. So if I am dedicated to spending my life helping people, how can I help you? What can I do to help this? What can I do to uplift my brother? Oh, you need something to eat? Shoot, ain't no reason for me to be the only one eating and you go hungry, so let's split it up and get a lesser meal. Then I'm a forego the filet mignon, and we just gonna both have a Big Mac. You feel me? So it's about serving, and people will see that, and it usually will have a negative connotation, right? Servant. Yeah. Because in God's eyes, if my life is committed to that, then I'm committed to being the best that I can be in God's eyes, and those are the eyes that matter. And so if you go to the site, that's what you'll see right now. You'll see those. It'll be more stuff coming, but just check it out and just know that this is the heart behind the line that's up right now. And then lastly, I just wanted to touch on creativity in the kingdom. Creativity's place in the kingdom. And I'll try and keep this truncated, but you know, it really has its place, you know, because if you look at God, how he created everything, if you just look at this world, I don't care what you like the most. You might like video games the most. You might like wildlife the most. You might like you know, natural wonders like caves and things. But in all of those things, when you spend your time viewing those things, you see the beauty and the absolute vastness and the detail orientation of the person who created us, of the being who created us. And creativity is everything. He could have made fish just random shapes and just put them all in the ocean. You know, but instead you got certain ones that glow at night. You got ones with iridescent gills, and you got all of this artistry in front of you. So to deny the existence of God is just to say that you think all of these things could have been painted without a brush, but they would just somehow happen. God is a creator. He's a creative person. And so I truly believe that, and when I say creativity, I'm not only talking about painting or drawing, but I'm talking about creative ways of thinking, creative writing, creative ways to help somebody, thoughtful ways to say something that maybe you can't verbalize on your own. You know, creativity has a huge place in building the kingdom of God. And so to close this out, the Jaded Life today, I just want to just encourage everybody who might be listening to find that creativity within yourself. There is something that you can do creatively that can elevate your purpose in life and thereby helping somebody else out. And that's the Jaded Life. That's the Jesus all day, every day life. Appreciate y'all for listening.
All right.
Sure.
Every week here
Right on.
on the SMB3
Good
show.
stuff, man.
That's the MARV.
Yes, sir.
Marv with the
Yes.
Jaded Life. I do have a couple of questions.
Okay.
One is, did you listen to Words from the Well today?
I did not get a chance to listen to that today. I didn't.
So that's confirmation because that was Greg's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Dope.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go back and
He talked-
backtrack on it.
yeah, he
but
talked
that's how
from
the
that.
Spirit works.
Yeah, that's how the Spirit works. Confirmation.
All day.
The other question I have is, can I get a T-shirt, man?
All day, man. All day. Hey, check this out. Unky got special privileges, man. So I'm gonna probably have to make a move for him on his, a special move to secure his. But if you do want that, you just go to www.jadedeternal.com and go purchase that online. But yeah, I got my people here, man. If y'all done backed me into a corner, so I gotta make something happen for you.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
thanks, Marv, man.
For sure.
We'll
Yes,
look
sir.
forward to the next segment of the Jaded Life. Coming up at 8:15, we've got John with TripGear. In between there, we're going to have young Minister Woodall with 88 seconds. In the meantime, I want to play a song for Jay and Mars. It's called Total Praise. Check this out.
Okay. Yes, sir.
You might have slept on this one.
Wake him up.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you what he did for me. Order my steps for me. Went up on Calvary. Lay down his life. Paid the ultimate price for me. To save a wretch like me. That's why
Oh, I got all of your openings and closings together too. I got all
order
of
my
that.
steps for me. Went up on Calvary. Lay down his life. Paid the ultimate price for me. To save a wretch like me. That's why I'll always be in total praise.
My life was turned upside down. Now I'm walking up right now. Jesus paid it all on the cross, so I'm going up, not down. I was lost, now I'm found. But I don't forgot the words of the joint. I'm going to deep blue sea, but he didn't let me drown. And he wouldn't let me frown. Turn that frown upside down. Told me I was gonna wear a crown when my body lays in the ground. And I'm always down for a God. Make a joyful sound for a God. Gave me food to eat, gave me victory. All praises be to God. He is my rock and my salvation. How can I face the daily things that the devil brings without the Most High? And I hope you understand that the Lord and Savior can give you what you need, give you everything that He can.
Let me tell you what he did for me. Order my steps for me.
That's old school.
Went up on Calvary. Lay down his life. Paid the ultimate price for me. To save a wretch like me. That's why I'll always be in
What's good, John?
No, man.
You gravy?
Yes, sir.
So
I upset some people, so.
I heard that you going outside some people's heads today, huh? Word.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we need you at the you can Greg at the men's meeting, man.
Oh, what'd you say? What happened?
We need you at the men's
Yeah, man, I'm at the
meeting.
next one, man, for sure.
Man.
I know I done missed a lot. I done missed a lot, yeah. Y'all had a good time yesterday?
Yeah, oh yeah, you got your boys, man. Cuz making it happen, man. He took over the next chapter. This
Oh,
chapter,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So he's been an outstanding job.
Okay, dope.
Teacher.
Yeah,
That's what's
yeah.
up.
He's prepared. He's ready. He got questions. It's been flowing, man.
That's what's
Yeah,
up,
it's been
man.
flowing, man.
Yeah, I'm back in there, man. Plus the breakfast be on point. Hey, the biscuits and gravy be
That's
kind
not
of
wrong.
silly. Hey,
not wrong.
hey, who be making the biscuits and gravy, dog? We need to send them over to Bob Evans to change up the recipe. You know what I'm
Bob,
saying?
man. Bob,
We need to
not
get.
what he used to be.
I need
man.
to send them a few places
Yeah.
to put the recipe in, man.
Bob,
If you ain't got the real deal sausage in the gravy, what is you doing, man? Do not just give me no regular gravy. I need the sausage in there, man.
That's the other place.
You feel me?
I feel you, man.
Yeah, all day.
What's the other place to do breakfast is
Oh, you talking about Cracker Barrel?
Cracker Barrel, man. I don't even do the oatmeal. Like using oatmeal by itself, and you can just say, bring me the raisins and the nuts. They don't do that anymore, man. I said,
What they would let you like customize your own or something like that?
well, no, I just bring my oatmeal.
Oh, okay.
Because my oldest brother hooked me up when I was like 4 or 5 years ago, and he likes breakfast. And he said, they have a $4 breakfast, man. You get a muffin, and get some oatmeal, and get some, I said, man, okay, cool. So you get the oatmeal, and I do, the raisins and the cranberries, whatever, get the honey, and get the muffin, and I'm good. Went there, they said, no, we can't do it. They don't even have brand muffins anymore, bro.
Oh yeah.
I said, what's up, man? No brand muffin. They have these, blueberry muffins. Really have an aftertaste to them. And I'm like, are you serious? Yeah. I'm like, dang. So
you ain't fooling with them no more.
I can't, man.
Word.
Because all I would get is just the, the oatmeal with some stuff inside and just the brand muffin. I was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I see Ronnie over there. She's shaking her head. She said, nobody doesn't to buy. Oh, man, it was cool. $4, bro. And you full.
That's a win.
Yeah, you full. I didn't take that away.
Hey man, you gotta get a petition going, man.
I have to, man.
Have people come through and sign it.
Man, I used to have them apple dumplings and them things. I let those go. It was about 10,000 calories.
But that was fire, wasn't it?
Don't do it too long.
Don't do it too long. I would put some ice cream on that.
No,
Man. I was like, no, I gotta stop.
That's good though. You warm up that apple dumpling and put ice
Oh man, that's like, how can they do people like that?
cream. They don't.
You do this. You do yourself. But I was checking that. I actually was proud of Kyrie Irving, man. Uncle, what's the cat name? Uncle
Drew.
Yeah.
That's his. He produced it, directed it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, so we talking about creativity.
Oh,
Yeah, it's his stuff, man. We watched it, and I'm like, man.
He went out there and hustled him on the first
Yeah,
one.
man. Yeah, I said, that's, this is his own
Hey,
thing.
man, you played.
Yeah, I said, that's
I'm
nice.
surprised I haven't said anything about boy that got kicked out of the Knicks game.
Oh,
yeah,
Oakley?
boy, yeah, Oakley.
Ah.
Yeah. I watched
This is
it.
a man show. I'm just
You right.
Yeah.
She right. She called us out on that one. Hey,
Who's that?
and Oakley, Charles Oakley. You
Who
seen
calls
him?
out?
Ronnie, she called us out on
She
that one.
philosophy.
Ah.
Oh, no.
Hey, as much as John mentions she philosophy on here, we're gonna have to at least give him a shout out, like, you know what I'm saying? Or to,
But yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
She Philosophy, tune in to She Philosophy on the Black on Black Network, you
No,
know.
we be giving them shout outs.
Yeah, so get some background
If
info
you see,
on
I'm trying to get her to get inside. When
Hey,
she's on, they don't think about us though, man.
telling you, when they go worldwide, man,
Don't do it, man.
I might have to be like LeBron and take my talents to, like, you know what I'm saying? You know? I ain't trying to insinuate that I'm in that stature, but I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to get my shine on too, man. So if they get on that road, I'm gonna have to get off the road.
Yeah.
That chair
Oakley has
can
been
bring
trying
you
to get
rest.
with.
That
Okay.
chair can bring you comfort, but it will never become your chair until you trust it to be what it is. In the same way, God is still God, even if no one acknowledges him as God. God was God before us. God was God before Adam and Eve, before the birds and the bees, before the flowers and the trees, before the oceans and the seas. God was still God. But God will never become your God until you trust him with your weight, the weight of your family, the weight of your focus, the weight of your finances, the weight of your future. Once you trust God to be God and trust him with your weight, he'll become your God. Make God your God today. This is your 88-second encouragement with John Wesley.
Yeah, so the Oakley, he's been trying to get with the owner,
to where when he comes
billionaire
on,
for
it'll be
10
like
years.
Oakley,
Homeboy won't give him an
the
audience. He won't
music
talk to
band
him.
and the closing.
So at the game, he had tickets that were close to the owner. He was wanting to rap to him. Because the owner puts out this facade that it once a Nick, always a Nick. He advertises that, and Oakley said, why are you advertising when I've been trying to get with you to see how I can help the Knicks out? You know, homeboy said, I don't really want to talk to you. So, always elements of racism, in a lot of things. But really what was outrageous and hurt me is when the owner went on the radio station saying that Oakley had a psychological condition and also said that he had an issue with alcohol.
Let's
Oakley's
go on
never
here
had
and
that.
talk about that, man.
Huh?
Let's go on here and talk about it.
Okay, yeah.
You know, so you gotta talk about all this stuff in the break, and then it's time to go on the air. Ain't nothing to talk about.
You can pay me later.
Yeah. Go ahead and give her a handout on that one.
Yeah.
She threw the lob.
Black Power.
Black Power, that's what I'm talking about.
She's Gary Payton. We coming through like Sean Kemp. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds bad. Man.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Bad man.
Hey, my favorite one was my favorite dunk Sean Kemp of all time is when he cuffed it, came down the lane and banged on the dude, man, and then he came through and pointed him out.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you can do no stuff like that now. Man. You mess around,
Yeah.
they get
Attack,
ejected.
you
Like,
attack, you
yeah,
get serious attack.
but hey, he pointed him out. He's like, yeah, banged on you.
Yeah,
and then it went down. Hey, he was nasty with
He
his,
was
man.
incredible. He was
Y'all ready?
6'10".
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about that one.
Yeah.
Going hot. I'm gonna go hot and fade out of this.
Okay.
SMP3,
Yes, sir.
Sunday Men's Perspective with Mark E.
John G.
MARV.
And the Marv. We were just talking about something on break about the Charles Barkley.
Charles Oakley.
Same thing.
Yeah.
That's close enough.
Similar.
Similar. First name is Charles.
And their last names all Ley. Yeah, so.
The Charles Oakley.
Hey, but the funny
incident,
thing is,
yeah.
bark and oak are all kind of like remnants of wood too, right? So you got that right too. Like,
Yeah.
so whether you like oak
Yes.
or tree bark, you know what I'm
There
saying?
you go. That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
so yeah, you weren't that far off, man.
Thanks for covering.
Yeah, I got you.
Black Power.
Yeah.
Power to the people.
Right.
Right on, right on.
What do you guys think? I mean, I know there's some strong feelings about
Yes.
about that. What do you guys think
Man,
about that?
I seen it, and actually, the videotape. And actually, that's another video when he was in Cleveland, telling the security, "Don't touch me." And I think that's has a very powerful perspective. Don't touch me. You can talk to me. You touched me for 30 to 40 years without my permission. You touch my wife. You touch my daughter. You touch my son. Don't touch me. Why can't you talk to me? Just let me know just let me know what I did wrong, and we can talk about it. But don't put your hands on me. If you put your hands on me, I'm gonna put my hands on you.
And I'm bigger than you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what he kind of said too.
Yes,
He kind of, when he talked to Stephen A. Smith, he was like, why couldn't they send like one of the officers,
Correct.
one of the actual
Yes.
officers on
Yes.
duty
Right.
to come and talk to me like a gentleman,
Right.
convey to me what was said or what, why I'm being removed, and allow me then to at least have the opportunity to comply
Yes.
with somebody who approached me as, somebody who actually cared about me as a person, as opposed to bringing out the whole Madison Square Garden security crew and then having me try and pull me out of here like I'm not 6'7", 200